Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Gloomhaven, the Crimson Scales on Tabletop Simulator. Last time that I played, recorded, I had a bit of a rage quit there at the end. You know, it was just too much all at once. You know, 3 nulls. It was just... Yeah. I mean, obviously it can happen. Should be pretty damn rare, but you know, it can happen, and if you've played RPGs, tabletop RPGs enough time, sure you've rolled a few 1s in a row maybe. But yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. It's been 5 days since then, and in the interim, you know, I played some other games, but I also came back to Crimson Scales, and I was like, you know what, let's start over. I want to check out some of the other classes that I passed on, and so I started the campaign again with 2 new characters. And it went a lot better. It was a lot more enjoyable. Probably part of that is that I'm now playing on easy. And it's, you know, it's hard to say. I mean, some people are going to just have more fun on easy, whereas some people will have less fun on easy. Compared to normal difficulty. It's just, you know, up to each individual. And normally, you know, we played through all of Gloomhaven Digital on normal difficulty, and, you know, we lost some scenarios once in a while. But overall, I thought it was good. And I've been playing easy difficulty with my brother on the digital version, who's, you know, brand new to Gloomhaven. And that's been pretty easy. We haven't failed a scenario once so far after, like, I want to say 10 scenarios or so. And I've been playing Frosthaven with my mom on easy difficulty. And I don't think we've lost anything. I don't know. I don't think maybe we lost 1. But that might have been when we started on normal. And then we slipped into easy mode. But you know, she's not very good, and you know, we don't get together that often. We don't want to have to redo scenarios. So I think even one, we technically failed right at the end, and we said fuck it, and we just pretended we won, because it's like, who's gonna stop us, you know? It's way more fun for us to just go on into the next scenario than to have to redo this whole damn thing. So that's just kind of, you know, it's up to the individual. Some people play on the hardest possible difficulty. You know, they play on like normal +2 or +3, and they're just nuts about it. To each their own. So for this scenario that we're going to be doing here, we're going to do it on easy. If it's really just pathetically simple as we go on, maybe we'll bump it up. But overall, I mean, I played up to this point and I thought it was just fun. So just all a heads up to you. Okay, let's talk about the 2 characters. Now, I should say that I looked at pretty much all of the possible starting options. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. In fact, if you go to the Crimson Scales website, I think they pretty much show you, like, every class. If you go to the site and then you click on classes... Yeah, they show you all the starting classes. So I don't think it's really meant to be like a blind pick. And then on top of that, they have an add-on which has 3 new classes, and then now they have Trail of Ashes, which is a whole expansion with its own, like, new scenarios and 5 new classes. And you can click on all of these and just learn it. You know, they're not too shy about spoilers. I mean, it's not in your face, but yeah, it's all available to you. I don't think this one is actually available in the starting group. I have not seen this one. This, like, flaming skull one. I didn't see that one. But yeah, I looked at a bunch of them. And I settled on an interesting combo. We have the Hierophant, which I said was just like the big healer dude. Sort of is, but in a really unique way that makes it very solid as a two-player choice. Which we'll get to. Then we have the Bombard. This is a ranged tank. Yes, it's very peculiar. Both of these guys are now level 2. I finished the scenario that I struggled with last time, so we're going into the 6th scenario. And it's been going, like I said, pretty well. Pretty well. In fact, I actually have all of the milestones done, so we're going to actually pop this open and see what we get for that. I did all this as well. I didn't fudge that, by the way. I've just been doing good. I've been doing good. Alright, so the Hierophant. He is squishy. Starts with 6 health, so he's pretty damn squishy. He does have heals. So he's got, like, this is just a ranged little heal. He can move and heal anyone he moves through. I think he's got a big... Yeah, he's got a 3 heal, range 2 here. He can have a persistent effect at the end of every turn, perform a heal 1 on an adjacent ally. He's got some heals, but not really as many as you'd think when I said that he's just the main healer guy. Not a slew of heals. He does have a lot of ranged attacks, though. So, Inner Reflection, range 3, Pierce 3, Wound. Soul Strike's like the Lost version of that, that's just bigger. He's got a Disarm, range 3. He's got an Attack 2, range 3 that causes the next ally to hit it to add +2 to the attack, which is awesome. Attack 3, range 3. If it kills an enemy, you may perform a Bless on an ally within 2 spots. Attack 2, range 3, Muddle, and then strengthen an ally adjacent to the target. Attack 3, range 2. If it kills an enemy, give an ally a prayer card. So he's got a lot of attacks, actually, ranged attacks, but he's got a lot of support stuff. And that primarily comes into play with prayer cards. I don't have a great slew of ways to give individuals prayer cards. Sometimes, I mean, they're all fairly conditional. And you can't, you know, you're not just handing out prayer cards willy-nilly, but if you do give out a prayer card, they are awesome. Here's all the prayer cards. It's like a separate hand of cards. So far, the Hierophant never gets to play his own prayer cards. He never gets access to them. He only hands them out. But he gives them to an ally, and they can then hold on to this and play it whenever they want. They can't burn it for any reason. They can't choose to burn it to avoid damage or anything like that. Generally, they have to play it. If it gets discarded for any reason, it goes back to the Hierophant. But yes, a lot of them are ongoing effects. So, like, preemptive stuff. You play these preemptively. So, like, here's a great one that I've been using a lot. Aspiration. So the top part, the next 2 times you'd gain a negative condition, perform a heal oneself ability instead. So if you would be stunned, nah, I'm gonna heal 1. You would be immobilized, heal 1. Poison, heal 1. Anything. Any negative condition, just heal 1 instead. And that's twice. Any time in the future, the next time it happens. The bottom one is only 1 time. It's a heal 2 instead, but generally the top one is what you want. Being just immune to the next 2 negative conditions you take is amazing. Another one that I use a lot is Grace. You can use the bottom part as just to heal 3 on yourself and generate light. But the next time, the next time you'd suffer damage, then you'd heal 3 then. Which is pretty great as well. So, I mean, just being able to, like... Because healing often in Gloomhaven is such a reactive thing, you know? It's like, oh, he took a bunch of damage, now on my next turn, I have to heal him. But with these prayer cards, it's like, nah, dog, I'm gonna give you this shit, and you're covered. It's like fucking insurance. It's just awesome to not have to worry about it once something bad happens. A bunch of these other ones I haven't really gotten to because I like these two so much. And I don't tend to be able to... I can't hand out that many prayer cards throughout a scenario. Penitence. Next time, 2 times you draw a negative attack modifier card, treat it as a 0 instead. Yeah. Bottom, the next 2 times an enemy draws a positive modifier, treat it as a 0 instead. Again, there's just a lot better cards in this. Devotion. Next 2 melee attacks starting you, gain retaliate 2. The bottom is just a retaliate 1 for that round. Salvation. On the next 2 sources of damage from attack starting you, gain shield 2. The bottom is a shield 1 for the round. Lamentation. On any source of damage, you may lose this card and suffer no damage instead. So this is one that can't continually be handed out, but it's also not the... It's not the next source of damage. It's any source of damage you choose. So, this one could tank a pretty big hit if you know that that's, like, on the table. Meditation. The next time you perform a long rest, gain invisible at the beginning of the round. Again, not good for my only other character who's the tank, but for other characters that like invisibility for whatever reason, yeah, it's pretty sweet. The next time you perform a short rest, you may choose which card is lost. Or Ordination. At the start of your next 2 turns, perform a move 2. And that's on top or bottom. So like I said, mostly we're going to be looking at these 2 cards. These are the most applicable to my tank. But yeah, it's just fantastic to be able to hand those out. And so that's what his milestone was, to hand out 10 prayer cards and have them played 10 times. So that's a Hierophant. I've been liking him quite a bit. Pretty sweet. Normally I don't like healing support kind of classes, but... compared to the Tinkerer, he's just a lot more fun. Alright, so the Bombard. I mean, just this fucking insanity right here you're looking at. So he's a ranged tank, and how that works exactly is, for one, he has tank health. So he starts with 10. Secondly, he does have shields, and things like that. So he has move 1, shield 1, shield 2 applies only to ranged attacks. Move 1, shield 1 on the bottom. Shield 2 applies to melee attacks. So he has various shield options. But most of the time, he doesn't really want to ever be hit, like most tanks. Like most tanks that aren't the Red Guard. And so he does have a lot of just ranged attacks. He's got like double cannon, attack 3, range 2, and a nice cluster there. Attack 2, range 4, pull 3. And this is an interesting pull because it pulls the Bombard towards the enemy. But he does also have a normal pull, attack 2, range 3, and a mobilized pull. Attack 3, range 2, push 2. So he's got several ranged attacks, but then the most interesting part of the Bombard is that he has these projectiles. So here's a perfect one. Ignited Launch. So when you perform that ability, nothing will really happen immediately. It's not an attack immediately. Instead, you place down this projectile marker onto a hex within range 4. And then at the start of the bombard's next turn, if there is an enemy in that spot, this attack happens, which is an attack 5. An attack 5 at level 1 is a non-loss is pretty fucking awesome. And the way that Gloomhaven works and initiative weaving works and things like that, it's often fairly easy to predict where an enemy is going to be at a certain point in time. Especially because this is not the digital version, so we get to, you know, resolve ambiguity in a way that works for us. So yeah, Ignited Launch has been my most used projectile, because, you know, just an attack 5. And then, once this goes off at the start of your turn, you still get a turn. So being able to do an attack 5, like wham bam, and then you get to do like Forceful Bolt on top of it, you know, that's like an 8 damage turn, level 1. It's phenomenal. So that's been the most used. It's pretty awesome. I also have Consistent Firing. This is good for shielded targets. It does 3 attacks, a 1, a 1, and a 1, but Pierce 1, Pierce 2 in there. So that's been pretty good. The only problem is that the bottom of this I like so much. A move 2 and then gain advantage on whatever next attack I do with an XP. So oftentimes I'll do like move 2, gain advantage on my next attack, and then I set up Ignited Launch so I get advantage on that. And that kills most things. Then down here, another one that I don't use too often. Just because, you know. For one, it's on the bottom, and I also... Chain Grapnel is one of my few, like, good ranged attacks. So this one hasn't seen a lot of use. So mainly Ignited Launch has been the source of all these things, which is trigger a projectile ability 10 times. There was another one that I passed on, Exploding Cannonball, mostly because it was a loss, and you know me, I don't burn much. So this one is an AoE, but again, it will only go off if an enemy is specifically on the center marker there. That's it. So even if there's 5, 6 enemies surrounding it, it won't go off unless there's somebody on the middle. But again, it's fairly easy to predict. And then I think for level 2, what did I take? Distant Retribution. Yeah, okay. So I think I mainly took that because, again, I don't like losses. And I was skeptical about the bottom. It's an attack target 3. Range 3, but it's only a 1. And my modifier deck's not that hot. So, yeah, no projectiles there. But level 3, we get Twin Blast, which is going to be awesome. You get to slap down 2 projectile markers within 4 spaces. Just nice, solid bonus attacks. And the bottom's pretty good, too. Anyways, so that's the Bombard. He's been a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely a lot of damage and tankiness. He's a pretty good character. Okay, so let's do the milestones. We're gonna go to the milestone and enter Bless as the password. Okay, we're on this. Bless. Okay. We get like an animated artwork of the Hierophant casting spells. Cool. Then we get like... We get like a few paragraphs from the creator about the design of the Hierophant. That's why Hierophant was a class which spent more time in development than any other class of mine. Because support classes are the toughest to design. He has his favorite level 5 card out of all his designs. Hold on, I gotta see this. Let's skip ahead. Well, it's one of these. He didn't say. That doesn't seem very good. Well, not for me. Whenever you perform an action on an ability card that triggers a lost card action, place one of your character tokens on this card. Each time you perform a long rest, you may remove a token from this card. If you do, do not lose a card during the rest. Holy shit. That's pretty interesting. This makes you more inclined to burn. I'm not sure which one he's specifically referring to, but anyways. So I don't think that's really our reward, obviously. I think there's something in here. There we go. Whoop. Don't go there. So we got an M card. Uplifting Ascension. This is the milestone card. Now, I guess we can put into our hand. Heal 3, range 3. Place your character token on the figure. That figure gains flying until they take damage. And the bottom is an invisible range 1. Ooh, okay. This is pretty solid for a heal. What have I been using for a heal? It may replace Restoring Faith. My other big heal was Inspired Remedy. Inspired Remedy is only really good if they're below half health, because they get a prayer. But the amount of times that I've triggered... I think I've only triggered that once. Because the Bombard just rarely takes damage. So I think I'll replace that. Because I never use the bottom. Alright, cool. And the Bombard... Well, I should go to the site. Hold on. We may as well. We may as well. It's a cool animation. Originally played through Gloomhaven campaign with my wife, who preferred classes with ranged abilities. Since I personally preferred melee classes, which could tank damage, decided to explore a design space which accommodated both playstyles. It can play the role of tank with an ally to help support it, or it can stay back and launch projectiles, which have incredible damage power. Whether you go with a tank build and balance out your health against the Bombard's low hand size, or utilize a go late then go early initiative strategy, there's a feeling of always being on the edge of your seat that is truly captured while playing Bombard. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, what do we got? Pummeling Chain. Pull 4 yourself towards one enemy within range 5. You may move through enemies with this pull, and then you attack 3 every enemy that you moved through. Wow, that'll really get you into the thick of things. And then I guess you're meant to just pop all your Retaliate. Do I even have a bottom Retaliate? Not really. So I do have the bottom of Ignited Launch. It's a persistent. If you move 1 or fewer hexes on your turn, gain Retaliate 2 for the round. I have used it a couple times, but mostly at the end just to get the 2 XP. But yeah, I don't know. And then the bottom is a pull 2, range 3, and heal yourself for 3. That's pretty good. I could see that being utilized as just a nice heal, self-heal. What would I want to ditch? That's tricky. That is tricky. Because that's the thing with pummeling chain. You're not actually hitting the guy that you pull yourself towards. There has to be enemies in between. I don't actually know if I want this with 2 players. There's generally not enough enemies for this to really be that impressive. For that to be worth it, for me to put into the den of wolves, I'd have to go through 2 enemies, which means that I would be hitting 2 enemies for 3, and then I'd be sort of surrounded by 3 enemies. And I kind of want to be near the Hierophant, so I don't think this is actually a good card for my setup. Maybe I'm wrong. But, yeah, we'll put it away. Okay. So, let's begin the scenario, shall we? Starting with a road event. You're walking through a mountainous area as snow begins to fall from the sky. As you traverse further closer to the mountaintop, you encounter deep snowbanks, but continue trudging through when you take notice of a young vermling huddled up beneath a tree. She's trembling and visibly shaken, and you inquire as to what's wrong. "I've never seen anything like this," the vermling shudders. "White powder falling from the sky, and it's cold. Oh, so cold. I'm afraid of leaving here on, since I don't know what it will do to me. Will you kindly lead me away from whatever this is? I'll gladly pay you good coin." Explain to the vermling it's harmless snow, or quietly accept the job and agree to escort the vermling. Yeah, we'll just explain. Wow. You explain to the vermling that it's harmless snow and snowfall is natural this high up in the peaks. She thanks you for clearing up the confusion and offers to accompany you on your journey. Spawn 1 normal vermling scout next to any character. It's an ally to you and enemy to all monsters. Well, that's pretty damn cool. I don't know how to add a monster. Is that... I think that's possible. Monster setup. A vermling scout. Okay. 2 health. Probably I'm just getting this poor girl killed, but you know. Sure. Alright, so remember last time we were cleansing the waters inside of Gloomhaven from the giant ooze. And so now I guess we've tracked down the source of the oozeness. So this is the last scenario in the infectious chain. Poisoned water. You trace the fountain's water supply up to the main water source for the whole of Gloomhaven, a large lake at the top of a hill that siphons off into a complex series of pipes and pumps. Sheila appears shortly after, straining to push a cart full of crates and barrels. These will help to purify the water. Careful though, the poisoned water will infect any creatures in the area, she calls from a distance, before letting out a short squeal and disappearing from view. You head over to where Sheila was last spotted, splashing through the edge of the lake. Oh, okay. That's just the start of it. Alright, so it's complete when the poisoned water supply is purified. And we've got a lot of special rules. The whole scenario is revealed at the start, so this is everything. The obstacles on the C2A tile, so it's the green things back here, represent the bottles of antidote and cannot be destroyed. Any character may sacrifice the top or bottom action of their turn while adjacent to an antidote to pick up the antidote, removing the obstacle from the board and placing it in the character's active area. Any character may sacrifice top or bottom action of their turn while adjacent to the fountain to place the antidote in the fountain. Okay. What? Oh, the fountain is... okay, right there. At the start. The fountain cannot be moved or destroyed. Water tiles cannot be removed. Each character may only hold 1 antidote at a time. The scenario is one when there are C bottles of antidote placed in the fountain. So everyone's got to grab one. All water spirits represent contaminated water spirits and are immune to poison and ignore the penalties of difficult terrain. Oh, see? So normally they abide by water being difficult terrain. That's really weird, but yes. We also all start with poison as a scenario effect. Now, hold on. No, I don't have ignore negative scenario effects. Damn. Okay. Alright, so we're both going to be poisoned, and the first time we pick up an antidote reads 6G. Okay. So, let's take a look at what we got here. We have an elite blood ooze. We've got 2 water spirits and 1 little toxic imp. Seems pretty simple, I gotta say. So let's get to it. The fountain is overflowing, so yeah, we're gonna have to trudge through picking our battle goals. Also, personal goals. This one, impossible, because I have to gain the serrated edge design. Although I really misunderstood. Does this mean that when I take this, I gain the serrated edge design? Or does it mean that I have to gain the serrated edge design and then I can do this? I think I was supposed to just take the serrated edge at the start. I feel like I've been fucking this up. Hold on. There's a Discord. It's not specifically for Crimson Scales. I think I was supposed to take the serrated edge design. Shit. Apply wound or rupture to 30 enemies. Well, I do have this that retaliate 1, and if an enemy suffers damage this way, they gain wound. I want to say that's happened 3 times, which isn't many out of 30, but serrated edge should help. I think that's what fucked me up, is that when I originally looked in there to see what the serrated edge was, I saw that there was 2 copies of it, and I was like, oh, I must have to, like, get it as an item, at some point, because usually what happens then is when you find it, you get a copy, and then the other copy goes into the store. But no, I think I'm just supposed to take it. So, during your melee attack ability, add Rupture to 1 attack. It's not great for the Bombard. He does not have almost any melee other than a basic melee. Yeah, I mean, the pummeling one would have been one, but... Okay, and I don't know what Rupture does. Was that ever mentioned? No, that was never mentioned. Gosh, how would I know? Oh, here's... Great, this is a full spoiler thing of all the classes. Rupture condition where the target suffers 1 damage at the end of any ability where they moved at least 1 hex. Oh, okay. So it's damage on movement. But not forced movement. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good, but yeah. All right, so anyways, that's that. And then over here, this is never going to happen. I'm never going to do this. So at some point, if I get bored, we'll just complete it. But yeah, I have to negate damage 8 times, across 8 scenarios while I'm next to an ally. I think I negated damage with a card once on purpose, just so I could do it. And then I realized I wasn't next to the bombard. So yeah, it's never going to fucking happen. I really should just draw another one. What if I draw this one? Complete 10 scenarios where you only performed one type of rest, long or short. Okay. Try that. Shadow, end each of your turns adjacent to any of your allies. Slayer, kill 2 monsters in the same round. Yeah. Yeah. Hothead, yeah, burning 2 cards. Kill 5 or more monsters during the scenario. Again, like... Basically, every time I kill a monster, I have to put a tracker on that. That's the only way that'll actually be legitimate. All right, I think we're ready to start. We want to go late as the day is long. And probably roll into position just to do a bunch of move, or grappling hook as a jump. That could work just fine. That is my jump card, so sure. And then for some decent range of some kind, maybe I could just set up ignited launch. Yeah, because that's a nice late card. Oh, wait a minute. I remember. Yeah, I learned this 2 days ago. Now I've already forgotten. I've set up the game keys so that I can just press 1 and 2. And it'll send the cards up there. Isn't that amazing? And it does it properly for the... So, you know, it sends these up here and it sends the Hierophants up to this slot. So that's pretty sweet. Just a little time saver. Yeah, same thing over here. We kind of just want to move slow. I don't think I have any jumps outside of the winged shoes. So we'll use that. So probably restoring faith is going to be involved. I don't want to waste an attack. Maybe Oak's Embrace, just to set up the bombard to take damage. The next 2 times an ally within range 3 would suffer damage from an attack, they may suffer half the damage instead, rounded down. It's very nice. It's very nice. Sure, we'll do that, and we'll do this. Okay. Go. Water spirits first. They are moving 1 and 1. All enemies occupying a water tile suffer 1 damage. That's nobody. The scout then goes move -1. There you go. The imp doing nothing. Ooze suffers 2 damage and goes invisible. That complicates things. Alright, the bombard is jumping 3. 1, a 2, a 3. And then he is ignited launching within 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. So we're going to make this projectile marker. Boom. Hasta la vista, baby. The Hierophant. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not overly worried about this. It didn't say anything about it spawning new enemies, so maybe I don't have to be that cautious. I'll just move 4 and get here. And that's the round. Alright, so now... I wonder if there's a game key to just discard all cards. No. Shame. Alright, so we want to go fast as the day is long. And maybe just set up some retaliation, some ranged retaliation. I think that's decent. And some no, I need a move. That's probably that's my only move shield on the bottom. So maybe just move to gain advantage. So yeah, I have to do it that way. Okay, then on this side, probably go late and then just pick off anything that's wounded. Probably with Harsh Rebuke to try and get a prayer card. So we'll do... no. That's 1. That's 2. Go down. Go! Alright, Bombard going first. Perfect. So right out the gate we have Ignited Launch, which should have given me an XP as well. And we needed to make fire, so that's there. Sorry. Whoops. Because that should have been active until now. But yeah, and it's an attack 5. Do it. -1 is 4 damage. -1 from the shield is 3 damage. Almost dead. If it wasn't for that damn shield. But, you know, we needed to go fast and before them, so it's fine. Then we're putting this into the active slot. And moving. 1, 2. And we're putting this into the active slot. Retaliate 2 within range 3. And another XP. Look at that. So much XP cards. It's awesome. And they're all non-loss. Yes! Alright, the Blood Ooze is losing its invisibility. It is targeting 1 adjacent enemy with an attack of 2. -2. So that's 0 damage to me, but I retaliate for 2 because he's a shithead. There you go. Water Oozes. Now, unfortunately, they're not going to both get in here, but fortunately, the one that is weakened will come in, swing for 3. I take 3, but I don't quite take 3. Yeah, because this progresses there, so that's 2. And then we'll do this, so I take 1 damage. And then this dies. Oh, now the other one will get to come in. No, not quite. It's only moving 2. Oh, well. You know, dishing out 4 damage and getting an XP, you can't ever be sad about that. And that's on top of the, you know, attack 5 I did earlier. Then the Hierophant's going, moving 3, if I want. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to shoot the Ooze. This is an attack 3. And it's going to be an attack 3. +0. That's a shame. So, I don't get a prayer card. I got stamina potion right away to get it back. In the desperate hope that we get a prayer card on, but it's not as important now that I'm not going for a milestone. Alright, that's that. The Imp is healing within 3. That's nobody. And the Scout is shooting within 4, which is nobody. Well, at least you're staying safe, kid. That's the round. Pretty easy stuff. Because we're playing on easy. This is done. We do get advantage on our next attack. So probably we want to do double cannons. So let's do barbed armor, double cannons. And on this side... If I go... No, I can't go first. He went too fast. 13's too damn fast. So chances are I'm not going to be able to kill anything of there. But... now I've gone through all my big moves. I guess just go late. Maybe try for a bless. And just see what happens. Oh yeah, so the intermittent stutter freezes that we have here. Apparently it might be due to the auto-saving. Because I'd have to actually time how often they happen, but it feels fairly often. So it's either the auto-saving or it's the rewind thing. But I don't know how to adjust either of those settings without actually going into, like, I think I saw autosave maybe. Yeah, autosave interval is 300 seconds. I don't think it happens once every 5 minutes. It's definitely more often than that. So I have a suspicion it's related to the rewind, but there's no options related to that. Yeah, I don't know. So it's annoying, especially because it didn't seem to happen on my other computer. So maybe it's related to my hard drive, something like that, but yeah. All right, the Bombard's going first. He's moving 2. And then we are doing an attack, double cannons. I get advantage on the next attack. Now, I'm not clear exactly on if that's one draw of the modifier or that's both draws of the mod. It's one attack, right? It's just, this is one attack. Because this is entire attack action, but that's if you have multiple attacks in one action, right? This is still one attack. Hold on, let me see if I can get an answer to that. Okay, an attack is a single attack on a single target that flips over a single attack modifier card. It's tricky because the goggles are from Gloomhaven, and that's an attack action, so there's never any ambiguity about that. But this card that the Bombard has, and in Frosthaven, there's a Spyglass item that has the same thing. It just says one attack. So I think it is. So they say, like, if you had an attack 2, target 2, that's 2 separate attacks. I mean, it's pretty clear about that. I think when you have an AoE ability, it's essentially as if it was target 2 or target 5 or whatever. It's just in a specific area. Again, I don't know if anything in Gloomhaven the base game says just advantage on an attack. So this isn't discussed too often. But I feel like with Frosthaven and the Spyglass item, it's going to become more common. Alright, so then we'll just interpret it as one enemy attack. Because that sounds correct. And that's fine, because I shouldn't need it for the ooze. So this is an attack 3 with advantage against this water spirit. Okay, perfect. That's a kill with a +2. And then normal -2, that's the 1, that's done. Alright, good. I got my Slayer. Awesome. We also got the XP from triggering that, so that's done. And we are done with the Bombard. Water spirits don't exist. Toxic Imp. Moving 1. Oh, it's moving 1 here. It's attacking the Bombard. Oh, we should have started with Poison. Yes, you're right. Fuck. I feel like I had a heal option at some point. So I think he would have taken 1 more damage from some hit. And now the Imp is attacking him for 1. Alright, it's still nothing. But that's good to know. And all attacks targeting the Imp this round gain disadvantage. The Vermling Scout is actually moving. It's moving here. And the Hierophant is going to move 2 and attack within range 3. That is nothing, so you're just getting a coin. Wait a minute, is there any heals I could be doing? No. A lot of nothing. Do I want to spend the stamina potion on the Hierophant? Probably, just to get back, like, a big move. Move 4 and a move 3, because we're gonna be moving. We're gonna be moving. Use that. What was my thing here? Kill 5 or more monsters. I don't think I've killed any. It's all been the Bombard. He's too good. He's too powerful. That's it. Alright. Probably do this and this. That's almost certainly going to kill the Imp. You know what? Let's try and give the Hierophant something to do. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why these hover. I don't know. Okay, Hierophant is going to be moving 4 and then attacking for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing. Great. The Scout is moving 4, jumping. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then looting 1. Damn you, Scout. You do nothing. The Imp is going to be shooting the Hierophant for 2 and infect. 2 and infect. We'll use the shield, of course. And I will add infect. Alright, now the Bombard goes. So he's gonna chain grapnel this Imp. Oh yeah, it's dead. Take your XP. Real dead. Oh, that was wrong. That's fine. There you go. And then I can move 4. Let's move 3. Oh, no. Whoop. There you go. End round. And now I think we will long rest on the Bombard. Whereas the Hierophant, with his nice 11-card hand, is going to be trying to get closer to these boxes. So I'm going to do heal 3, range 3 on the Hierophant, on the Bombard, so that'll get rid of his poison. Then he gets flying as well. Oh boy. Could I have done that? I couldn't have done that on myself. Oh, actually I could have done it on myself. Is that better? It might be better. Sorry, you're back to being poisoned. I'll remove my shit. And I got flying now. And then I can just move 3 flying. Ooh. Very exciting. Alright, Scout does nothing because it has no focus. Bombard, long rest, so now he removes his poison. Recovers his shield. Now, under original Gloomhaven rules, this token for the hide armor wouldn't reset. Under Frosthaven rules, it does reset. I think it resetting makes a lot more sense, so fuck you. I do what I please. And then I have to get rid of a card, which is painful when you only have 9 of them. I think generally I get rid of... I think I replace the card I normally get rid of. So I'm not sure now. Possibly Chain Grapple. I need rolling into position for big moves. So maybe Forceful Bolt is just replaceable. It's a fine attack. Pains me. Okay, that's the round. So, yeah, we're gonna be popping open these bad boys. So let's just do a jump. And, I don't know if something's going to immediately pop out. Or not. Well, it doesn't really matter. I have to get rid of the top action. So if I have to get rid of a top action, I guess we'll do consistent firing. And then for here, get rid of a top action. I don't know, man. It's gonna get a little messy. Something's gonna pop out horribly. Alright, here we go. I'm foregoing my top action of Prosperous Concord. And we're opening the antidote. So I take this, and that comes with me now. Wait, what is this? Oh, I must have been looking at something. Okay, so we got that. Now we read 6G. After forcing your way to the head of the track where you last saw Sheila, you retrieve an antidote from the pile of various crates and barrels scattered around her overturned cart. Sheila herself is cowering behind the cart, apparently unharmed but terrified by the blood oozes. You need to recover the antidote, but also stop the blood oozes from getting out of control. At the end of the round, spawn 1 elite blood ooze closest to the hex mark A and 1 normal water spirit closest to the hex mark B. When a second antidote is picked up, read 6D. Oh, shit. Well, that's gonna happen, so... I guess I move 2 here. They won't get a turn this round, so that's good. That's good. Then the Bombard goes... See, now if I had given him flying, he could have just used consistent firing and gotten advantage on the next attack. Do I have... Oh, I have the Boots of Striding. Alright, that's probably worth it. Alright, so I'm gonna move here. We're gonna do this. So I get advantage on my next attack. And then we're going to forego that to loot the second antidote. Okay, read 6D. Watch out! You hear Sheila cry out from the corner. Look! Up from the sky! At the end of the round, spawn one normal flaming drake closest to the X marked A, and one normal flaming drake close to the X marked B. Shit. Okay. That's my turn, and the scout won't do anything right now. So that's the end of the round. So we have an elite blood ooze on A. That's lovely. Then we have a normal water spirit on B. Then we've got two flaming drakes normal on A and B. May as well put them kind of close so the bombard can start bombarding. And that's all she wrote. Okay, I think we're short resting on the Hierophant. I don't like our options otherwise. Or I don't like sitting there with 6 health. Whoops. We lose our disarm. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so the bombard is definitely going to be using double cannons because I see a juicy opportunity. We don't want to take the time to set up any projectiles at the moment. There's too much bad stuff going on. Can I land this? No, I have to move first. And we want to move quickly. I think maybe a move 1 would sort it out. Yes. The move 1 would be all I need. So, do that and do that. For the Hierophant, we kind of want to get out of the firing line. Possibly try and finish off something that the bombard fails to kill, so... let's go with this. Alright, good. The scout's probably going to get pretty fucked, but what are you going to do? Alright, so we move 1, shield 1 myself. And then we do double cannons. One of these attacks gets advantage. Let's do it on the water spirit. Just because the Hierophant can then shoot the Drake. Alright, that's 2 damage. Then a 3 crit. Okay, well, take it where you can get it. We get an XP for the advantage portion, so that's good. And that's the bombard done. The Hierophant then, again, has to be within range 2, so I'm going to be a bit ballsy there. Move up. This is an attack 3. Plus 1 is 4. You dead. And I get an no, I don't get an XP, but I get to give a prayer card. Okay. I think it largely doesn't matter. But I generally like to hand out aspiration. Unless he's really low on health. But being able to avoid like an immobilize is just very nice. So we'll hand that over. And that's the Hierophant done. Now the Flaming Drake. Moving 1, attacking with 0. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's targeting the poor little scout. This is an attack 3. Goodbye, scout. I don't know why you wanted to come along. I guess she didn't really. She was just... We were all she had. It's very sad. The blood ooze can't do shit, and the water spirit's dead. So... I think that was the first enemy the Hierophant killed. So it's literally impossible for him to get his battle goal now. Probably we could just run to the fountain and be done with it, but... Yeah, I mean, as far as I see, that's literally the end. There's no surprise boss at the end. End round. That's the thing with prayer cards, though. It's like, it's a turn, you know. There aren't that many turns where you literally have nothing else to do. You don't want to move or you don't want to attack, you know. Those aren't too common. But it's almost in a way like a stamina potion because it gives you an extra card. In this case, it doesn't matter because he has an odd number now, but if it would give you an extra turn before a rest, sometimes that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just shoot stuff and blow stuff up. Probably burn some cards for nice, juicy XP numbers, because we're at that point. Yeah, drop the cards down. There you go. Alright, so the Bombard is going to... he's gonna shoot... No. He's gonna move 4. Whoop, 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 whoop. 1, 2, 3... Fine. And he gets immobilized. Then he's going to shoot the Drake with Chain Grapnel. Attack 2, -1. Wait a minute. Why is this in here? This is from a... Oh, wait a minute. No, why is that in here? That must have been from a previous thing. You should only have 19 cards in this deck. Yeah, I definitely think some scenario put these in there. He does not need these anymore. I don't know what. Did he have an item? Oh, yeah, hide armor. He had hide armor, so I put 2 -1s in there, but then I grabbed ignore negative item effects. Alright, let's try that again. There, that's better. So that's 3 damage, and I pull him 2 and immobilize him. Okay, good. Now the Hierophant goes. We're gonna use Soul Strike. Seems a little overkill, but that's because it is. +1, that's 5 damage, Pierce 3, Wound 2 XP. That's my first 2 XP? What the fuck? Probably. The Hierophant kind of struggles with XP compared to the Bombard. You can see there's like a 20 XP difference. But it's definitely dead, so there's that. And then I'll just move 2 and take it. Blood Ooze is just sitting there. Okay. I think we got this one in the bag. Easy is fairly easy, and I have yet to try normal with this combo, so maybe they'd be really good. I don't know. I might just move up 2 and then stab this thing with Serrated Edge. Just to be happy with it. Whoops. Should have been discarded. Discarded. Lost. Discarded. Sure. 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 Okay, so the bombard, he's gonna... Oh, I can't step up to it, did I? I don't have a good enough move. Oh, fuck. Oh, and he's splitting. God damn it. Well, there's not much I can do now. Alright, I guess I'll step here. And, should this have been gone? Yeah, it should be gone. No, that shouldn't have been gone. Because I gave myself immobilized when I moved here. I think I'm immobilized this turn. Yes, okay. Fine, I'm just immobilized here. Then I will use ignited launch, so that gives me an XP, creates fire, and we set a fucking nuclear warhead on this ooze. Then the Hierophant. I was gonna do this loot 2 action just for 2 XP. Sure. That's 2 XP. I loot 2. And then I can give an ally a money token. And if I only give 1 money token this way, give the ally 1 additional prayer. So I can give him 2 prayer cards. And we both get a coin. Isn't that just the best card ever? Not really, but for right now, it's awesome. So I'm going to give you 2 more cards. Here's Grace. And how about Ordination? So you can move all the time. Then I'm doing Sacred Death. Attack 3, range 3. And I'll use my goggles, even though that doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay. So that's 3 damage. I guess it could have mattered. If I had crit, that would have been 6, and then he wouldn't really summon an ooze. So that would have been good. But that's that. He shoots now the Hierophant with an attack of 1. Do I have anything to... No, okay. +1, 2 damage. And I lose flying. Shot me out of the sky. And then I summon a normal blood ooze. Here. And that has 3 health. Done. This definitely has gone away. Alright, done, and actually, technically not done, but we'll remember. This is now done. Okay, so here's the problem. I want to go quick, but I can't go quick because all I have is these prayer cards. Could short rest, but no, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work, damn it. We're gonna take Ordination and Aspiration. And over here, we're gonna do... Prosperous Concord and Oak's Embrace. Go! Oh, damn it. Thank you. Alright, good. Blood Ooze still goes super late because it's summoning another ooze. So hopefully we make that work. Moving 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm attacking this ooze Then attack 2. +2. You are dead. Good. I still am not going to get this battle goal unless I sit here and farm oozes, but I don't really want to do that. Especially because I got this nuke coming down. Attack 5. No! That sucks. Yeah, I cannot get to him. I cannot do anything to him. Shit! Because I never long rested. I did long rest, but then I use these. What did the Hierophant do? I did a short rest on the Hierophant, so I have to do a short rest again for my battle goal. That's fine, but unfortunately we're gonna get another 4-point ooze. I think we just don't care. Yeah, so I'm doing Aspiration top and Ordination bottom. And that's it. And then we get a normal ooze next to him with 4 health. Oh no, 3 health because we consume the fire. Well, that's a nice little coincidence. Alright. So, yeah, we're gonna short rest on this side of the fence. That's fine. We don't really need any more projectiles. Possibly just a double cannon turn. And then a nice solid move. And we're gonna move 2 at the start of our turn. Yeah, I guess. Just do that. And then over here, we're short resting again. Because we must. Whoops, don't forget them. It's kind of good. Alright, I don't know, am I too far away to do it? No, I'm not. So, okay, just do this, and then do this. And then do this, and this, and this. Alright. So I move 2 to start. That's there. And then I do attack 3 on both of them, starting with this normal boy. He did, no doubt about it. And the other one, he did, no doubt about it. Sorry, Hierophant, you don't get to kill shit. Then I do a move 4 and immobilize. 1, 2, 3, 4. But it doesn't really matter because I think we won. At this point, it's just going through the motions. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. I probably could just say that I am done, but... I have to forego the top or bottom next to the fountain. Okay. Is there any other XP that I can get just easily? Distant Retribution will give me 1. Consistent Firing will give me 1. Yeah. I may as well farm some XP while I'm here. But the Hierophant really just shit out of luck. There's a lot of element stuff, and I think I forget to create elements on occasion. I think the digital version has kind of ruined me. I'm not great, you know? I'm not great at planning out every turn ahead of time and like, okay, I'm making this now, so next turn I'll do this. Like, I just don't. That's why I play on easy, I guess, because I'm a bit of a smooth brain. But yeah, we're definitely not getting any more XP. Doesn't really matter. I moved 2 at the start with the bombard. Oh, I'm immobilized anyways, you're right. So then I'm just doing this, I'm doing this, so I'm getting 2 more XP. And that's that. Technically this is active, but whatever. The Hierophant, I guess I'm making myself fly. It doesn't even matter, I'm right here. Yeah, and then I'll just discard that. So I put 1 antidote in. That's the end of that round. And then I do nothing, it doesn't matter. And over here, I can get 1 more XP. I wonder if this ticked over. Oh, it does say you may perform a move 2. Oh, that's pretty good. You may perform. So, yeah, I got a free move. Then I guess we'll just do that. Alright, so, I'm gonna do the move 2. And then I perform 1 more consistent firing to get another XP, and then I forego the bottom, and we dump the other antidote in. Done! Easy! Read 7A. You finally put enough bottles of antidote into the water to purify it. The town should be protected from the bloody pox, though in the cause of solving the problem, you have managed to find an enemy even more annoying than the usual ooze. Sheila emerges carefully from behind the cart. Thank you, she stammers. You have saved me and the town. She rummages in her cloak. Here, take this. It's the least I can do. We get +2 reputation, +1 prosperity, and the stun powder. Ooh. Alright, so prosperity. Is this even a tracker? I don't think this is a tracker. Oh, that's over on the party sheet. You're right. Really? We haven't progressed at all? So I get 1? Brilliant. And +2 reputation is good, so we're at there. And the stun powder. Which is not in here because it's an original item. Solar design items? I didn't think so. I have to search all of these. Stun powder. But we don't... Do we gain the whole... No, I don't think we gain both of them. I think we just get 1. Okay. Let's mark it as a scenario win. Did anybody hit level 3? Nope. Then probably we're just gonna give you the stun powder. With an 11 card hand, I don't really need a stamina potion. We of course got Slayer, so he got another check mark, which is another perk. We're going to remove 2 -1 cards. Hell yeah. That'll do it. Alright, that's nice. We didn't get that, so that's that. I didn't wound any enemies throughout the whole course of that because I suck. And I did only do 1 type of rest, so there you go. 9 more scenarios to go. Like, damn, there's not that many scenarios in the game. So, we're not going to see too many new classes here. That's it? I think that's it. We can do a city event. You're walking through the old docks late at night when you turn into an alleyway and happen upon a group of bandits beating upon a helpless old man. It's clear that he's being mugged and there's nobody else in sight. Well, we will definitely help the man by fighting the muggers off. You draw your blade and charge forward with a roar. Not wanting to be harmed, the bandits scatter in all directions, leaving the grateful old man with his coin behind. Wow. See, this is like kind of a poor event, I feel. Like, it's just so clear-cut. There's nothing negative about it, assuming that, like, you know, you want to lose reputation. So it's just a good, easy encounter that's just so simple. 8 XP each and a prosperity. I mean, that's fucking phenomenal. For just helping an old man, it's crazy. I got a prosperity after doing this 3-scenario chain. I'm surprised that's not... If that was 1 reputation, it would make far more sense. But, sure. Alright, 8 XP. That puts us up to 97. We are level 3 on the Bombard. And sadly not close on the Hierophant. Alright. Level 3. We get another perk. Now the choice is a little less clear. Probably ignore negative scenario effects and remove a 0. Adding the wound card would make my personal quest easier, but, you know, only a tiny amount. Jeez. Replace 1 -0 card with 1 +0, or a +3 if you're using it with a projectile card. That's pretty juicy, but I think this one is our best bang for our buck right now. Yeah, I like that. I hate scenario effects. I hate them. Our deck is not amazing. It is mostly 0s and 1s, but still have that nasty -2 in there. Do we ever get to remove it? No, we never get to remove the -2. And we don't even get to remove that many more -1. We get to remove 2 more -1s, which is probably going to be the next thing I do. But, yeah, it's okay. And then we get a level 3 card, which, yeah, I'm very tempted by Twin Blast, but stationary enhancements. You disarm yourself for... That sucks, because that's this turn and the following turn. You're disarmed. But on the next 3 attacks targeting you, gain shield 2. I don't know when that would ever really be an awesome idea. Like, when would that ever be, like, your best bet for a turn? If, like, I guess if you have nothing else, but why would I want to pick a level 3 card that's only good when I have nothing else to play? The bottom is immobilize yourself, and on the next 3 ranged attacks, add the bonus shown. So push 2, +2 attack, pierce 3. I don't know. Push 2 you want to be pretty, like, on command. Like, oh, now I want to push, so I'm going to use my push card this turn. Like, push is not always, like, great. +2 attack, that's awesome. If all 3 of them were +2 attack, I'd be maybe tempted to take this card, because it's a non-loss. And then pierce 3, often useless, because it's only good if they have shields. So, yeah, not too impressed with this card. This, however, Twin Blast, slap down 2 projectiles within 4, and both of them are attack 3, pierce 2. That is just a nice little room clear, and you get an XP on top of it. The bottom is an attack 2, range 3, gain advantage on your next projectile attack. I'd be hard pressed. The only time this would be good, the bottom, is if I'm facing like a big enemy, one big enemy. Using this in conjunction with the ignited whatever to do an attack 5 with advantage, and an extra attack 2, range 3, that's pretty solid on one big guy. But yeah, most of the time I think we'll be using the top. And we will take it. What am I going to replace? Possibly chain grapnel. It's good. The top is good, sort of, but it's only an attack 2. It pulls them in, which I generally don't want to have happen. And Twin Blast kind of just replaces it, because it's just that, but better. And it has a good bottom, whereas I never use the bottom of this. So yeah, I think Chain Grapnel is gone. Okay, and we get bumped up to 14 HP. Poor Hierophant. Oh, wait, yeah, okay. We'll get there. I mean, we'll get there. Probably not in the next scenario. It's just tricky. I mean, looking at his XP, a lot of it is very situational. Or based around loss. How much XP did it give me? 8 XP. So the bonus was 4, right? Is that really the only XP I got was from Soul Strike and this? Probably. I don't think I ever killed anything. So, you know, non-loss XP is this if I hit something next to the bombard. Inner Reflection is a steady one. This, but I have to kill the enemy. This, but, you know, it has to stick around, and but the bombard has to get hit twice. And use it. This, but I have to use a light. And that's kind of it. I really don't have much XP generation whatsoever. Even on the best of scenarios. It's just not happening. If I got an XP like if all of the prayer cards were loaded up with XP every time they got used, but that would make them even more insane than they already are. So, yeah, it's just tricky. That happens. I mean, even in the original Gloomhaven, there's some classes that are just not great for XP generation. Like Craighart, I know, is just not very good. And oftentimes, they'll get like 4 XP. So yeah, steady as she goes. Alright, I think that's it then. It was easy. I mean, like I said, easy is easy. For someone that knows what they're doing with Gloomhaven, knows all the rules, and knows some of the tricks, has experience, easy is pretty easy. But that doesn't make it not fun. We could try bumping it up to normal, but I'm not, like, chomping at the bit to do so. You may be wondering some of the other characters that were in this set of 4 that I picked. So there's the Fire Knight, which is a very funny character. He's got a cool mini. This flaming mini. Yeah, he's basically a fireman. He has an axe, and he has a ladder. That's his main thing, is a ladder that he moves around and climbs up in order to get bonuses. Here, attack 3, range 3. If you're on your ladder, you can strengthen an adjacent ally. Attack 2, add +1 attack for each of your allies' adjacent target. Add range 3 and gain an XP if you're on your ladder. So it's a melee attack, but you can also get on your ladder and make it a ranged attack. Attack 3, add range 3 if you're on your ladder. Attack 5, add range 3 if you're on your ladder. So a lot of his stuff is like that. Like melee, unless he's on his ladder, then he can make it a ranged. But here, attack 2, range 3. If you're on your ladder, place your character token on the target. All allies gain advantage on all their attacks targeting that enemy this round. And he can like pick up and place down his ladder at any time during his turn, like in the middle of movement. He can just freely plop it around. But it's just something that he has to kind of be aware of. His fucking ladder. It's such a goofy-ass character. I'm surprised this made the cut. It's interesting. I definitely wouldn't mind playing as him. But it just doesn't seem to fit, you know? Someone else said, I think at some point he gets a Dalmatian as a summon or something. Let me look at his advanced cards. Let's see. Maybe his level 5 card. No? Oh, he gets a reigniting Drake Fiend. Pretty cool. No, I don't know where someone said that he has a Dalmatian. I'm not sure where that comes from, but yeah, I mean, it's a fireman otherwise. All right, we're getting messy here. So anyways, that's Fire Knight. Probably a pretty cool character, if not goofy. And then there's the Mirefoot, which is all about poison. And some wounds. So I think he's just sort of a melee character. Move 3, strengthen range 1, and then poison the target as well. I guess he's got a lot of short range stuff. Attack 1, range 2, add wound 2 if the target has poison, and add poison 2 if the target has wound. So a lot of just, you know, higher level poisons and wounds, which could be pretty insane. But I feel like it's a character better suited for higher player counts. I mean, putting poison 2 on a target with 3 allies is going to be way more nuts than 1 ally. Yeah, and then he's got like this: attack 0, attack 0, attack 0. Clearly designed around his poison stuff. But poison 2, I mean, that's attack 2, attack 2, attack 2 on a level 1 card, non-loss. That's very solid, but obviously by itself, not too impressive. Yeah, so I passed over this guy because it was just like, no. I wanted to sort of stick with the idea of a tank and a support. I think this is a good combo. But I mean, practically any combo can work if you're good, especially on easy. I think the notorious worst combo is Tinkerer with Spellweaver. I think. Yeah, Spellweaver, Tinkerer, just squishy and just... But, I mean, it can work, you know. Because when I started my Gloomhaven, the digital Let's Play, you know, I started with the Tinkerer, and it's just like, 2-player, he's really not great. And that's why I was kind of worried about the Hierophant, because it's like, he's just going to be another Tinkerer. But no, he's a lot more reliable in his damage. He has less kind of heal abilities, and the prayer cards kind of allow you to offset the timing. I feel a lot more comfortable with the Hierophant. But... yeah, I mean, the Bombard with the Mirefoot could have worked. The Fire Knight, or yeah, the Fire Knight with the Hierophant could have worked. Even probably the Hierophant Mirefoot could work. You know, but yeah, that's the beauty of Gloomhaven. Alright, I think we're good then. I think this is a decent stopping point. I could do some shopping, but I'm fairly decked out until we hit Prosperity 2 or get something super exciting. So I think we're just going to move on next time to scenario number 7, which involves some golden eggs, I believe. But for now, my name is Mangg. Game watching has been Gloomhaven, the Crimson Scales. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.